Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. My name is Angela Maganjo, and this is Sustainability Connected by New Radio. Maybe you can introduce yourself for viewers and who you are and what you can represent.
Thank you, Angela, and also for having me here on the show. My name is FRED Kaigua. I'm the Chief Executive of the Kenya Association of Breeders Cattle. That's a membership association that has been around since 1960. We have been here for quite some time, offering support services to our member operators, lobby, education training, marketing, and also setting the standards. That you can explain to the community.
So I'm kind of like coming today to the Tourism Sustainable Forum 2024. The conversation here was about the evolution or just the shift into more sustainable tourism. How does that fit into the agenda?
Sustainability is a very key aspect. I think it derives from the fact that an understanding that if you don't act sustainably, very soon there'll be nothing left behind. And we've always been reminded that our role is to use available resources now in a way that makes it better for future generations. So we're basically custodians of the now. So sustainability is about what do you need behind, how do you use it, and what do you need behind for the ones that have. And tourism can be quite destructive, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because you are intruding in a space that the natural habitat. So that intrusion needs to be done in a very sustainable way. In terms of how you go, cultural interactions, the benefit sharing, and even the customer experience.
And tour operators, how are they embracing sustainability? Because it's not a product, it's a service.
Yes. I think the best way to describe that, that question, is that sustainability is a journey. For those that look at it as an event, I have arrived, then you have gotten it. It's a journey. Everything you do, from the way you package your product, the service providers you look for. If I'm looking for a lodge, do I just take any lodge? If I'm looking for a vehicle, do I just take any vehicle? If I'm offering particular experience, is it just any experience? So it's a whole value chain towards a process, like to move in a process. It will never be an event that you follow.
Yeah.
You're sustainable every day.
All right. So, are there any certifications or standards that as cattle members need to adhere to in terms of sustainability?
At the moment, I would have to say not defined, and that is part of the journey I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It starts with awareness, because I cannot come and satisfy you when you're not aware and fully conversant with what you're supposed to achieve.
Yeah.
So we started with awareness. We just finished a 4-year program this year, February, working with the EU on sustainability, awareness. From there, you move to the practice, because now you have to describe the thought. And then you move to the why. Then you come to the how. Once you've done the how, then I can come and now accredit. We do have schemes for accreditation, but they're not Kenya. EU-based, which you subscribe to, but we find that some of the parameters are not quite in tandem.
And I think that is a challenge that is cutting across the climate action markets, because it is more international and not localized. So adapting into local practices becomes a bit of a challenge.
Yes and no. I think it's about us asserting ourselves. For instance, we look at the hotel classification that we have, which is East Africa. We don't look at what you have out there. This is EAC Hotel Classification Guide, and we give you a 5-star EAC standard. Well, you might find that people say EAC standard will be different.
Yeah.
Might sound. So I think we would do ourselves a good service if we created a local standard, and I certify you as Kenya standards or East Africa, and I accredit you that level. It's better than not having it. And I think the ones we have out there in use, as you say, they have some gaps, some inconsistencies in the whole environment. So that needs to be addressed.
Environmental conservation. How big are you in that as cattle?
We are a big user of the environment.
Yeah.
So it is in our best interest to make sure the environment is preserved. We may not actively be right in the kitchen. We're definitely on the dining table.
You're part of the table.
Part of the table.
Yeah.
We have an environment committee as well. So we are actively trying to be part of the kitchen and work on programs that are more hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible to be hands-on or supportive. So I think we have been more supportive, but moving towards being hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
We have members who are hands-on. There are those who are having active programs on the ground. But it will be easier if it's led out. We work closely with all the agencies that are in the environment. We are very vocal when things go wrong. And I think we are now actively trying to bid to contribute to involvement.
I'd like to talk about awareness because that is role here at Icon Radio, creating awareness and educating the masses about what is happening within the different sectors. So, what do you foresee as future trends in terms of when sustainability is part of the conversation as a country? What are the future trends that you foresee?
There are two aspects to things. Demand-driven, supply-driven. Supply-driven, I put on the table what it is that I think you want or what I want you to have.
Yes.
And that can be a bit slow at times. You already had the volunteer right talked about the client awareness. Where the client is aware and makes the demand, it changes faster. Because then you have to supply what is being asked for. If you walked into a hotel and asked for a cappuccino, they can't give it to you. But if you walked in and asked for a drink, they'll probably give you the easiest drink they can. If you ask, what do you want? Give me anything. So I think this conversation will become a bit move to the next level. The clients are aware about what they need to do. That's why we have what you call the client, the customer engagement. Educate the clients on what they need to do, what they need to demand, how to behave, and they will in turn demand it. So even those that are reluctant to move this, I'm not trying to do that. So we can't afford to leave it to be supply driven.
Yeah.
It needs to be a good mixture.
Yes. And I love that because up until the demand is posted nice, then the supply will also increase to change.
We have to meet the supply or get out of business.
And you know what?
So our problem now, I think the demand is not that much. A lot of clients really, I think you must have seen some clips where a client was touching a lion or something.
Yeah.
And the other one is taking selfies leaning out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, with clients like those, I don't think you'll get very far. Unless they are going to be educated.
Yeah.
And then they make demands on all the operators. But a large number of operators are moving on their own steam. But the few reluctant ones will be
All right, so finally, what are your long-term goals as Kato in promoting sustainability?
That's an interesting question. Our long-term goal, one, is to have all our members rating sustainable. We did a white paper last year, which we gave to government as part of the program we had, which pointed out the gaps in sustainability. If we could have what you call minimum requirements in the regulation, you ought to be a tour operator, there's this sustainability requirement. Something small, nothing major, but it kicks you off the biggest step. You get off and start working. So if we could have a situation whereby we have a proper tour operator accreditation scheme in sustainability, that we can then use the market, that I'm sure doctors very much like.
What would that take?
Right now, the first part has already started, awareness, education. Then the why, the what, the why, the how. Once that is done, then now you can need to accredit and engage people who they have learned. I still don't think we've done enough teaching. There's still a lot of to be done. I'm not sure if we did the scheme now, we'd get large now. It's just the already.
So sensitization is one of the
That's really key. Unfortunately, we think that's a function set to come out. But regulation. As you go for your license, one of the requirements there should be sustainability.
That is something that you can push.
Yes, we can. The laws are being amended right now. Yes.
I love it. I love that you're the forefront fighting for this to be incorporated. That certification is not just you are now officially to operate, but you need to.
Something on your own. The trick is not to make it punitive or harsh.
Yeah.
Just make it basic.
Yeah.
Once you're in basic, then the resistance is gone. You start the journey, continue.
I know. Because I love how ESG is now becoming the reporting is mandatory. So that even for the tour operators, I would have imposed that to the
Let me not comment on that right now. Like I said, the start of the journey where it's mandatory needs to be something tangible, palatable.
Up until then.
After that, then now you create carrot and sticks.
Yeah.
If you do well, you get a carrot. If you do bad, you get a stick. But that basic entry, that one is not punitive. There's no resistance. If you make it too harsh,
Resistance.
resistance and difference.
Do you have timelines? We're still there.
No,
Still
African time. So, yes,
You can even say it's like a 5-year agenda. Yeah, agenda.
I would say 3 would be about right. Also, have myself more than 3 years. It's really not much. If the rules are acceptable and defining that standard, that would be a 1-year agenda. Because if you do something that it's 1 year. The regulations on how to get a license.
Yeah.
And we've been saying, look at training, basic requirement. Because right now there's nothing else.
And it is very important because that's the position I'm in right now. So thank you so much for being part of this conversation. I'm happy and I'm glad that you will join Icon Radio. And thank you.
Thank you for the invite.
Thank
Happy to be here.
you.